recording by, yeah, now it is recording. Okay, so as I said, I go to combine queries and merge. I will select table 2 and table 1, and I know these membership numbers I'm looking for. So it shows that the selection 6 of 6 rows are matching from both the tables, and I have taken left outer. Left outer means it is the selection. If I select this first and then this first, so Power Query says this is the left one and this is the right one. So it is very important. Let me do it. See, I have used left outer and it says the selection matches 6 of 6 rows. I am doing it again and merging the queries. Now, instead of selecting table 2, I am saying table 1 and here table 2. And now I am selecting this first and this is next. So, it says that selection is 6 out of 48. And the moment I say it is right outer, again, the selection is matching 6 out of 6. So all are matching. The moment I say, okay, I will get this screen where it says these are the serial numbers which are matching with this one. If I want to see, if I click here on this particular cell, you see here 111071, which is matching with this membership number. Sorry. $55908 is appearing here. So to expand this, what I will do is, so remember these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are from table 1 and this is from table 2. So I want to expand now. So what I will do, I will expand the membership number here. So I know these both are matching. This is nothing but like VLOOKUP. I'm looking for from first table to the second table these membership numbers. Since I know
Milanji, can I raise question here, please?
Yeah,
in
sure,
between.
sure.
When you were choosing, first you opt for table 2 and then table 1.
Right.
And then thereafter, in the second case, you had chosen table 1 first and then table 2.
Right.
Will this have any impact if we choose alternatively, either table 1 or table 2? I mean, the sequence will matter or there will not be any impact? We can choose either one at first instance, at second instance, we can choose the other one.
Yeah, see exactly what do you want? What result do you want? As I said, where I said left outer. So I have, let me show it again. I have said that I want left outer. So what I did is, let me just delete the table. And again, I go to, I merge the query again. When I say table, see, what is my purpose? I want to know only those 6 people. I don't want to know that which other members are. Okay. So when I choose table 1 and table 2, I am interested only on 6. So I have chosen first this one and this one. Since I want from table 2 only, I have for this is left and this is right because I have selected this first and this second. So I want, this is called right. So I want only right outer from these two. If I say I want left outer, see what happens. When I click OK, it gives other members also. It gives other members also, which I don't want. Okay, see, this table is empty. The table will show empty because there are no numbers there in table 2. So my purpose is to find out only 6. I hope you got it, Rakesh ji.
Milan ji,
Yes,
first selecting table, first through downward arrow, if we
right.
select table 1 or 2,
Mhm.
will that matter? Or when we select the header of the column first, that will matter.
See, header of the column is important.
Here we can select either of the table, whether
Yes,
table
yes.
1 or table 2, it hardly
Right.
matters.
Right.
All right. I'm clear with my question, please.
Right.
Now, it is immaterial. At this stage, if we select A or B, hardly matters. The thing is, now we have to click on the header.
Correct.
If we click header table 2 first, then it will
Yes.
become left.
No,
And when we
it
click,
is no, it is not that. Once I click this, yeah, you are right, left, and this is right.
right, yeah.
Correct.
I got the answer.
Right.
So selecting table 1 or 2 hardly matters. The
Right.
thing which matters is when we click on the header, first we
Right.
click on the header, that will be named as left, and second attempt will be right.
Right.
Okay, please.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let me just merge it again. So when I say merge, table 1 and table 2, since I'm interested in table 2 only, I'll say this is right. This is the right one. This is left one. I said, okay. So it has given me this data. I will just expand it. Now, either I can keep this or I keep this. I don't want to keep this. So I right click here and remove. Now, this is the data I wanted. I can say close and load to the new sheet. And now I have the data. Okay. Now, beautiful thing about Power Query is that suppose I am putting one more data, say I am putting one more member here. I want to put this person here. You need to check that this comes in table, which is very important. Okay. Let me put one more member. I am putting this number here and say, now to get this answer, what I have to do is I have to right click and just say refresh. See, both the numbers are added here. The one which we had put, this one and this one. Okay. I hope everyone is clear. So, this helps when you are looking for from one table to another table and when you have huge data. So it becomes very difficult sometimes to write a formula for X lookup or V lookup, but now we can automate like this. I hope this query is clear and I have given the answer for this particular table. Okay. Let me move.
Milanji, let me answer on behalf of all the participants. You have very well explained it. And I understand you have too much to cover, today's agenda.
Yes, sir.
And my submission on behalf of all the participants will be better cover less, but the way you have explained, if the queries are there, welcome the queries, answer those, even if it is agenda is covered half, doesn't matter, but it should be clear to us.
Yeah,
As
that's
far
right.
this thing is concerned, I'm happy with that. Whatever doubts were there, those have been sorted out. Those are clear now.
Right.
And let other people also raise their queries simultaneously whenever they face any problem, please.
Right.
Yeah, you may go ahead, please.
Yeah. Any queries or questions from participants? Okay, I think there are none. Let me go to the next one now. Okay, I'm going with salary sample. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, please, it is visible.
I have just taken a hypothetical data here. I have just taken hypothetical data where this is my headings. There are so many. I have columns up to AM. That is almost, I have almost 34 columns here. Now I want to present this data in such a way that if I want to analyze, I can analyze in a better way. So I have taken these two, only 2 months data. What we can do is, again, we can take it to the Power Query. Again, the procedure is the same. Select, put your cursor in any of the data and press Control T to have a table. Now here it is asking, my table has headers. I see this table is good. There is no blank row, no blank columns. I say, yes, my table has headers, and I say, okay. Same way, I convert this into table. I say, yes, my table has headers, and I am done with both the tables. I have created both the tables. I will take it to the Power Query. The procedure is the same. I click data from sheet. So the Power Query editor is opened up. I just see that, okay, all the details are proper or not. Many a times what happens that this change type, you see here steps, applied steps, it automatically changes the type of these columns. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm applying the steps for changing the columns. So for changing the type, I click here. I go here on the month. I right click and say change type to date only, because I want only date. I know this is a whole number, so I'll click here and then say change type to whole number. This is, I know, text, so I can select. I know that 1, 2, 3, these are all text. I can hold Control key and select 3 at a time, and then I right click and say change type to text. Now I see here it is come column 1. We will see later on exactly what it is. It has not come as header. Date of join, again, I know this is date. I will select this change type as date. And I know rest of them are decimal numbers. So I'll select all of them. I have hold shift key and went on the right hand side, selected all the columns at a time, right click, and I said change type to decimal number. It is very, very important that whatever type of data you have, the columns, each columns should have, it is based on the column, each column should be properly selected for type. And I think now this my data is good. Let me just see, do I have anything at the bottom? No, nothing is there at the bottom. Now I can say close and load to, since I want to. Now earlier we merged the table, but since all the headers are same for both the tables, I will append the table. So I'll say close and load as only connection, and I say okay. So I know that this is January data. I have converted into connection. Okay, let me just give the proper name so that the table name. So it will say, it is say January 2021, and I say okay. So now this table name has become January 2021, and I say close and load. So now I can see here, same way for February data, I'll perform the same way. I will say month is, this is change type is date only. This is a whole number. So it is, sorry, see, it has already changed the type. So it is asking me that you want to replace the current one. So what I will do, since some steps are in 365, it is automatically applied on Power Query Editor. So I don't want that. I want my own steps. So what I will do, I'll go to month again and change the type and say this is, I want date. This is a whole number because it recognizes as number as well as text. So I know that this is a whole number. I'll say change type to whole number. Again, last table what we did, I will just change type as text and this as date, and the rest of the columns as
Columns.
yes, rest of the columns as, I'll right click.
Number.
Sorry, I deselected. Yeah. So these all are nothing but change type to decimal numbers. So now my data looks good.
Milanji,
I
I have a question here.
Yes. Yes,
So you performed the same thing twice.
Right.
First on sheet number 1 and then sheet number 2. Say
That's
there are
right.
12 sheets
Yes,
for respective months, 12
right,
months.
right.
There could be 100 sheets.
Yeah, I'm
So
coming to that.
you have to mark.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
coming
Please
to
go
that.
ahead.
Yeah, this is one way of doing it. Since I had taken only 2 sheets, I'll show you how to perform this in another way also. So I say close and load. I'll do it another way also. And I say create only connection and it is created. Now I will append the sheet since column headings are same. As I told you, I am this is column number 1 is by mistake it is mentioned. So I'll say department. I can change here department here, okay, and I will say here now department. Understand one thing: Power Query is case sensitive. Now I have written here department D capital, and in this I have written D small. When I merge those two, it will not recognize. So now when I go and append the queries, so it says which you want to append, this one. One minute. Just a moment. Now it is 1 minute. Let's change it, edit. Change type. Let me do it again because that change type was not recognized for department, because earlier, if you see, the name was column 1 and uh, not department. So I have to perform again. I say change type to date. This is a whole number. These 3 are text. This is again a date. And then all these columns are, all these columns are change type to decimal numbers. That's fine. It is done. I'll go to the next one. Okay, if I want to change here, I had column 1 here. So instead of column 1, if I write department, it will pick. I'm changing the name and I say enter, it has come. So because this is a mashup language, so what I've done then in change type, the header was different. It was column 1. That is why it was not recognizing. But now it is recognized, and I say close and load. So there are 2 connections. Now I'll merge the queries. Append the queries. I'll say append. I say table 1, January and February, and I say okay. So now it has appended both the queries. You can see that this data is for January as well as February. Okay. Now you
Milanji,
tell.
I have a question. I have
Yes.
a question.
Yes.
What you have done is you have performed append.
Right.
Had we performed merge, then what would have been the result?
Result is we have received this data horizontally. Merge comes horizontally and append comes vertically. I hope you got my point. Earlier, what we did when we merged the data, you could see the data on the right hand side. It was expanding the columns, but here the number of rows were expanded and clubbed together. That is the difference between merge and append.
Meaning thereby, if there are 10 columns, those 10 columns will be repeated 2 times, 10 for the month of January and 10 for the month of February. Will this be like that if we merge?
Yes.
All right. So merge is not serving the purpose here.
No.
And append is serving the purpose.
Exactly.
Got it. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm interrupting in between, but that is the real purpose. I mean, wherever we have doubt, we should ask.
Correct.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you. So now this is my combined data. So this is my combined salary. Okay. So this is the name now. Now I can take it to the table. So now it has combined both of them. Now what I have learned is that, I want to know that the basic salary for this particular employee, 1, in January and in February. I want to compare whether it is same or not. I cannot compare like this. So there is very beautiful tool given in Power Query. It is called unpivoting. Let me just do it and then we'll get to know that really this is very good tool. We can unpivot the data. See, let me just tell you, let me just show you that if I data in this way, suppose I'm taking just one particular employee, okay? One particular employee, and if I get data in this way, how beautiful it will be. If I get data like this for this employee, if I get data like this, it will be meaningful, right? So I get data for January. So if I get data like this, I can compare even for February, because here the amount comes for January and another amount comes for February. So now I can compare his salaries side by side. I hope if this data I get here side by side, it is very simple to analyze. So Power Query has given this tool, which is called unpivoting of data. So what I'll do, I'll go to the, again, Power Query editor. What I want these columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't want to change the columns up to 6. After that, whatever figures are there, I want to transpose that so that I can compare the data. So there are two ways of doing it. Either I select these columns up to here and it says transform. You see here it is called unpivot columns and unpivot other columns. See what happens when I say unpivot other columns. You see, so now I have data for January and for February for all the employees. This is very beautiful tool given by Power Query, which makes life easier. See here, it says basic housing allowance, transport allowance, normal overtime. If I want to see whether for February it is the same, I just show you. I'm just selecting this data. January data as well as February data is here. So February data starts with even salaries. You see, February data starts from here. Okay. So now I can convert this into pivot table, and from month I can have months in columns so that I can compare the data. How beautiful. This is called unpivoting of data. Let me just unfilter the data and let me load it to again. So now the format has changed. So you can see now the format earlier was different and now it is changed. Now I want to convert this into a pivot table. So I'll say insert a pivot table. What I want is I want month in columns. I want employee name in rows. And I have values in here. You see? So now I can compare. I can compare from one month to another month. I'm just changing the number format. I don't know, sometimes it is not responding, but once it is done, once it is done, then it comes perfectly. See, let me remove the grand total. I can compare the data now. Okay, let me just nicely do it in tabular format, right? So employee name, and yes, attribute I want. Attribute, let me just change the. So I'm putting this in rows. Now you see, I can compare January salary with February for this particular person. If I want to see overall salary of employees, I just remove the name of the employees from here and put it maybe in filter. So I know total basic salary for January month was this. It is the same. Housing allowance, if there are changes, this normal overtime there was a change. I can change it. I can see. I can compare the data for all 12 months. You see, so this is really very beautiful thing given by Power Query in this unpivoting of data. Any queries, friends?
Milanji, you have given a wonderful example. I mean, earlier example, we could easily do through VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, but as far this thing is concerned, it is really very, very, very difficult to perform in Excel. So we need to have Power Query, and then only we can do this. This is a wonderful example, but my query, first query remains there. The query is there are 2 sheets. There could be 12 sheets. So do we need to perform the first, I mean, bringing the data in Power Query from Excel, will we be required to do sheet by sheet, or we can do simultaneously all the 12 sheets in one go?
I'll come to that, sir. I'll come to that. We can do it at one go, no issues. So here we can perform, as I said, I want to see a particular person, employee salary. Here I have the data. Okay. So his overtime was same. He has taken leave allowance. How many times he has taken? So all comparison can be made here. So this is how you can have for other months also. Now coming back to Rakesh Arora ji, what he has asked, let me just move this file another sheet and do another way of performing this. So I've moved this January and I'm moving this to this workbook as last as February. Okay, that was one of the ways of doing it. Now I have these 2 tables. Earlier I made different tables, but now when I say get file, I say workbook. Sorry, not workbook. My mistake. I say get from other sources. I say blank query, and this query editor will open. Now here I can write. I have to write is equal to Excel current workbook. So when I say current workbook and I give I give parenthesis, and as soon as I say enter, see, sorry, Excel dot current workbook parenthesis, and I say enter. Just a moment. In my current workbook, let me just see first. Yeah. I said data, other sources, blank query is equal to Excel current workbook and I say okay. See, now both the tables have come here. I don't want table name, so I'll just remove it. To expand the table, we can click this so that it will give us exactly what are the headers are there. I don't want to use original names as prefix, and the moment I say okay, see my both the sheets are together now. Rakesh ji, are you there?
Wonderful, wonderful. Now another question. You
Yes.
have used blank query.
Right.
What is the meaning of blank query, please? I mean, how it is different from others, why it is blank, and blank means what?
See, blank means I wanted to write a formula which I wrote here in source. I said get anything which is there in current workbook. So to get this, write this formula, I have opened a blank query. So now, as per
Blank means
your
to be
question,
defined by the user. Blank means
Yes.
to be defined by the user.
exactly.
All right, please.
Right. Here, again, the same, this is as good as what we had, we have prepared, and we appended right queries. Let me do one thing. Let me
Yeah,
change.
now you don't have to repeat. I mean, this you have already displayed. So
Okay.
the thing is, now by performing this, all the tables have come. Am I right? All the
Right.
tables have come.
Right. Now here another beautiful thing about Power Query is that if I rearrange, I am rearranging this, I am just shifting this to another place. Okay. So it is not in order. Now it has, this one has come at some other place. Then also my query, if I refresh, my query will load because it is recognizing the headers, whether the header is last or the first. Suppose I'm taking this to say here. Now, employee number is first and month is second. I mean, in D, but still, when I refresh, it will recognize the headers and not the not the what do you call the sequence of that query. Yeah, this is beautiful.
I have one question here. When we had performed blank query,
Right.
then the data will come under single table or in multiple tables.
Single table, sir.
Meaning thereby January and February month, both will be appended. We
Right.
do not have to perform append
No.
function, so automatically it will be appended.
Right, sir.
Yeah,
Now
thank you.
Let me put now one more thing. When we perform this, see what happens. See here, how many rows are I have? Only 22. I have only 20 rows, sorry. Here also I have 20 rows. Okay, so total it should be 40. But here you see how many are there? 161. So what it does, it is multiplying even Power Query is considering even this as another table and combining that with those tables. So as per Power Query, there are three tables, 1, 2, and 3. See, if I again, when I say refresh, we see 161 rows here. When I refresh, see what happens. It has become 201 now. I have not added anything. So to resolve this issue, what we are supposed to do is, when we have this source, you see this query has come here. Okay. So we can say that, okay, I want wherever, because we have to choose what name we keep. We keep as table 2 or table 1 or salary or whatsoever. So usually we know that this is the name which is generated by Power Query automatically. So we say that wherever text filter does not contain, I say yes, I want to insert a step. So a step will be added here automatically. I'll say again, I told you Power Query is, we have to respect Power Query with case sensitivity. So I'll write it is written as this query. So it does not contain query. So now only two tables are there. These removed columns are okay. Expanded columns are okay. Change type is okay. I'll just refresh here. And then I go close and load. Now here, you see the number of rows. It has become 40. I hope.
Milanji, little
yes.
confused.
Yes.
I mean, let me say step by step. First of all, when we applied blank query, then the result we got in one table,
right.
And that table was nothing but appended table of 2 months. Since there are 2 months, so all the 2 months appended table.
Right.
At the same time, there were 2 more tables. Am I right?
Right.
2 more tables
No,
in the
not,
Power Query.
No,
there was
not 2 more tables. It was one table only, but rows were increasing because it was multiplying. Here,
okay. There was only one generated query table through Power Query.
Right.
And rows were for 2 months, January and February.
Right.
Ideally, I mean, logically, it should be double, say 20, 20, it should be 40.
Right.
Okay. Whereas you are showing it were going exponentially.
Right.
I mean, double and then double of that. So
That's
that
right.
thing is little not clear, at least not clear to me why this was happening, why you were able to stop, what action you had taken so that it was stopped. I mean, it's not little clear, please.
Okay, let me put it back. let me put it back. The step. Let me remove the filter. Okay. Let me remove this one. Okay. Now you see, okay. So it is change type is okay. I go back and I say close and load. See, I had 40 rows. Now you see, it has become 80. It has doubled. Now again, when I say refresh, because it is taking data twice. So Power Query considers this also in the editor. So when I right click
Okay,
here,
got it.
when I right click here
So,
and say refresh,
so can I say that if we take this query one in a different workbook,
right,
so what is happening whenever we are refreshing, it is taking all the sheets,
right,
and amongst all the sheet is the resultant sheet of query one.
right,
So along with January and February, query when data is also repeated.
correct,
Okay, in that sheet itself.
right,
Now, if we take query when data into a different worksheet, different workbook, then this problem will be sorted out, because then the data will be taken from one workbook and a result will come in different workbook.
that's
So
right.
will that be sorted out if we do like that?
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
It
And
will.
what exactly you have done so that you were able to perform that? I mean, these were not repeated. What you had done, please?
Yeah. Now what I have done is, since this has become 120, when I refresh again, it will go exponential. It is going to add more and more. See, it has become added 40 more. Okay. So what I did was I said, okay, edit. When I went to source first step, I never wanted this, because this is the data now. It is increasing exponentially. So what I did is I said, I don't want any text filter which does not contain. It is asking, do you want to add step? So the step will be added here. I said yes, and we have to respect that whatever it is a case sensitive. So I will write to capital ERY, or maybe one if I want. I can say okay. So it has gone. So now it will not appear in this content. It won't appear now because I have removed. Now I say close and load. Now here it should appear 40 total. Yes, so that is fine. Now beautiful thing about this is that I'm generating March data. So I'm just copying this data and I'm making it March 2021. Okay, and I'm changing this from 1 to 51, and I say replace all. Now, when I go here and I refresh, I get now my data for all 3 months, because it has become 60. I hope things are clear now.
Milanji,
So,
wonderful. No doubt now.
so here you can put as many sheets as you want. And as I told you, you can have this particular column at the end. No problem. You can put it maybe anywhere. You can put this anywhere and you refresh. Still your data is same. So it picks the header basically. And if I change the name, just see here, if I I'm changing this just NHI, and when I try to refresh, then if I see my NHIF details, If I see my ENHIF detail, sorry, that was for which month? It was for March. So I'm looking for March, for the month of March. See, I don't have data. I don't have any data for NHIF. But the moment I
But the
put,
name you have modified, the
yes.
new name NHI, will this appear now in that
No, it
query
is,
sheet?
no, because it is recognizing uh, whichever first format you choose, it will
Okay.
recognize only that. So
So
format,
meaning thereby, if I
yeah,
want to summarize it, this particular thing, header, we cannot change once the query process has been performed. Whenever we will refresh, so we must not change the headers in any of the sheets.
right. But there are Power Queries where you have different headers, and you want to still combine the sheets. Take an example that I have one particular table where it has only 4 columns. Another table I have which is identical 4 columns, headers are same, but I have added the 5th one. So even in such cases, by Power Query, you can promote the headers and get all the columns irrespective whether tables have same columns or not. I hope.
Okay, if we apply this thing,
Yeah.
if we apply this thing, then we are expected to have one more column, NHI, because you change the name in one of the sheets, you change the name from NHIF to NHI.
Right.
Then we should have, I mean, got another additional column, NHI. But here, I mean, we can check whether we got this column, probably not, NHI.
No, because for that there is another formula.
All
Which,
right,
yeah.
please.
So I'm not taking that right now. I'm just going with the basic of Power Queries.
You're right. You're right, definitely. I mean, first we should go step by step.
Yes.
If we will go to last chapter or advanced chapter, then it will be difficult to understand. You're right, please.
Right. So now there was no data here. Now it has come for the month of March. You see, now for the month of March, I have the data. It has come. Okay. So this is how another way you can combine. I mean, not combine. You can append the queries from a workbook. So this was the third one, and next one, if I tell you, yes. Now it happens such that I have. Is my screen visible? Can you see?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, there are now 5 files here, and having the almost same. It is having the same headings. It is up to F. Sales document, document date, customer, article, quantity, and sales. If I go here, it is same. Sales document, document date, customer, article, quantity. What we can do is that since we have files in this particular folder, Power Query can fetch all those files. Let me just, close this. Power Query can fetch all those files, and we can transform that. So this is my path. So I'm copying the path, and I say data, get data. It says from other sources. From data, 1 minute, from a folder here, file from a folder. So when I'm giving the folder path now, so I've given the folder path, and I said, okay. See, it has told me that there are these files are there. Okay, what are you supposed what you want to do with these? Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, I have not given the correct path. Actually, the path should be this. I say get data file from folder. So this is the folder. So it has told me that there are 5 files. 5 files. Want to combine them? I said yes. I say I want to combine and transform, or directly combine and load if everything is same, and combine and load too. Combine and load means it will be converted into a table, but combine and load too will give you options. You want table, or you want pivot table, or you want a connection, like that. So what I'll say that I want to transform.
Milan, sorry, I'm stopping you in between. There
Yeah.
were 3 such functions. One is this, you can have in table, you can have in pivot table, and you can have connection.
Yes.
So if I want to know more about that, what exactly means by this connection?
Yeah. See, what happens is that when you want to have some, if there are, maybe take 5 tables are there, okay, 5 tables, you want to combine all the tables. So you don't want to create each table, because when you say load a table, so it will give you 5 different sheets and it will make your file heavy. What is your purpose? You want to append the table or merge the table. So when I say merge the tables, what is my, append the table. So what is my purpose? That I have different tables, 5 tables. If I say load, it will create a sheet and it will create a table. For each table, there will be 5 different sheets. Will that serve your purpose? No.
Definitely not.
So what I want to do is I want to just create a connection that I want to use in future, this connection, so that I can either merge the table if I performing merge operations, or append the table if I want to perform append performance, operation. So there is no point in expanding the table. Another thing, as you write, you have asked me this question. Let me tell you, it might happen that you have a table or maybe data which runs into millions, where Excel cannot accommodate that much data. So what exactly we do that? Then what we do is we convert and we summarize. So how we can do that? We can summarize in a pivot table. Okay, so Power Query, what it does, if you have different tables, maybe you have 100 tables with 1 million rows, Power Query can handle those, all the tables it can combine. It has that capacity to combine all 5 million rows. So it takes time to do the background processing, but it will combine all 5 tables with, and it will give you 5 million rows. And rather than getting a table, because you know that there are 5 million rows, you cannot say load 2. The moment you say load 2, it will not accommodate in one sheet. So exactly what do? You directly convert into a pivot table. So that is why options are given, that either you load as a table or you directly have a connection. So connection is basically for what? To merge or to append. And direct pivot table, why it is given? Because you have millions of or billions of rows which cannot be accommodated in one sheet. You prepare directly pivot table.
So Milan ji, if I have to say in one line, can I say that connection is required when I have to perform merge or append like of functions to consolidate the data which is in multiple sheets, to consolidate on the basis of appending or merging the data? I need to take the help of connection.
Right.
Can I say like that?
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
please go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Now, I have taken from this folder. So if you see here, my data,
What is it? Binary?
Binary,
Why?
yeah, it gives you the it rather combines. I mean, binary is just, it is, if you just see, it is just giving that there is a what do you call, there is a sheet. There is a sheet inside this. You see here down, it says there is a sheet.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Now here, what I am doing is certain files I don't want, so I can remove from here. So I say I don't want this folder path. I don't want the record. See, if you see, it says it is just giving the record that what it is. So I folder path I don't want. I'm holding control key and selecting these one by one columns. I don't want when they created, when modified. I don't want even this. It says, and I right click and say remove columns. Now here, what happens is that you can
But
choose.
binary is required. First
Yeah,
column
binary is
contains
required
binary. It
because
is.
it
I cannot
contains
delete
data.
that.
No, it contains data.
Okay.
Yeah, so I cannot delete it. So I don't want even extension. So I say remove. But I want to know that where this data has come from. So that is why I've kept the name here. And then when I say I did left click. And now it is asking me that you have first file, which is the format of first file is this. Do you want to go ahead with this? I said, yes, I want this first file where the format is this. Please go ahead. And I said, okay. Okay, now see what it does. It has opened up. Now it has opened up all the folders. I mean, if you see on the right hand side, 1 minute. It is no, it is not picked the. Okay, it has not picked the correct headings because headings were different. So first, what I am supposed to do is I have to go to folder again and I have to convert this into a table. Okay, so you cannot open this unless this Power Query editor is closed. So what I will do to save my time, I will just say close and load as connection only. I will not create a table. So I say okay. So I have created a connection. I go to data here. When I say open, I opened up the data. This is not in tabular format. So please remember, all should be in tabular format. So I have prepared a table. I have headers. Okay. I said okay. I have closed it, saved it. I say save. I have gone to another one. I have again created a table. I said okay. Save it. I go to the next one. Create a table again. I have headers. I say save. And last one. Okay, let me take this one. And I say I have header. And I say save it. Okay, so it is saved. I go to data files and edit. Now what I will do is I will do this again because it has now the source is perfect. It has perfect tables. So what I'll do, I'll discard this because I can do it, but it will take a lot of time. So for that reason, what I will do, I can delete the query itself. I'll delete the queries itself from here. Delete the group, delete. So now there are no queries. Again, what I will do is I had taken this from folder path. So this is my data. I have copied this path. I went to query from file, folder. I pasted the path. I said, okay. Now I want to transform the data. So I said transform data. Again, there are two ways of deleting. Earlier, I deleted these columns, selecting. You can select like this also, which columns you want to keep. So I said, I want to keep this one, this, and this two only. And I right click and I say remove other columns. So I removed other columns now. And I expanded this query. So the data will be seen. Now it is telling me that this is the table. Now you want this particular table. This is the first file. This is the format. Are you ready to go with this? I said, okay, I want to go with this. When I said, okay, it has performed all the steps and my data is here. My data is here. Now, last there is an error. I can remove the error. I say replace error or remove the error with null. Okay. And then I don't want anything which is null. 1 minute. Still, it says there are some errors here. This is the data. This is the data from first file.
How did you come to know that there are some errors?
Yeah, here it shows. This is when I can view also. Suppose I say, show me what is the column distribution. See, it says there is some unexpected error has come. There are some unexpected errors are there in this. Okay.
So last row number 99 is showing some error.
Yeah, so I can
So
I can delete
two
it. I
things.
say
One
yeah.
is this, you are deleting it. Second thing is, before deleting, if we want to know why this error, what type of error is it, and then we delete it, can we analyze that? I mean, which type of error is it? Why it is showing error?
Yeah, we can see that. We can definitely see where is the error. Now you see, error has come because of this. Because this, we never wanted this particular, because it had no data in it. So from source, what I can say that wherever it is written underscore data, you just take that. When I said text filter contains, I said, yes, I want to insert a step. I said, I want just underscore data. Just show me that, which is with underscore data. That's it. So now, everything goes good. Everything is fine. There are no errors now. So I say view, column distribution. So my data is fine now.
Miranji, my point was, when it was
Yeah.
showing error,
Yeah.
so why there was error? I mean, what went wrong that error was displayed?
Because when you see this data file, it has, see, this file has headers and it's a perfect table, but this doesn't have.
Got
So
it. This is fine.
I copied this path. So
Right.
this was giving me problem. Now another thing, that if you see that this particular file is having say 1 minute. Let me get even the source that I want this to be there. Okay, it is already there, I think. No. Yeah. So I don't want anything. I remove this, or maybe let me take the second one. I remove this and I change it. So when I refresh here, my data will change because I have given filter that anything see here, wherever it is underscore data, please give me those files, show me files here. So this particular data doesn't include this Lucas basic details. So here, what I have understood, that in case we are having so many files, we are creating so many files, we use this particular combine. I mean, from folder we combine the files. So whichever is my final data, if I can, or let me do one thing. Let me just take it to the well, then only it will be understood how many rows are there and how it has come. I have 102 rows now in this. So what I have done, I have gone here and I have said underscore data, and I refreshed the query here. Earlier it was 104, now it has become 144. That means the data which was included, which was not included, now have been included. When I change this, and when I say I don't want this file to be appearing this combined, so when I refresh, it was 144, it has become only 98. So it is not showing that data here in my table. So as I understood that whenever we do any work and we finalize, so we can have our file names like final or maybe okay. So wherever in Power Query you can give the filter that okay, fetch only that data which shows, maybe here I have chosen that you filter only where it is written data underscore data. I hope it is clear.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I have combined from this. So just imagine, you can have so many. You can have different files. You can put as many files as you want. Suppose I'm copying this file again. So it has a underscore data. Yes. So it will appear now. So when I refresh here, or let me just say close and load, it is 98. It has become 190. I am putting it again, copying it again. Now from 190, it has become 236. You see? So this is how.
Nilanjan,
Yes.
see, I have a doubt. If in that file,
Huh.
in that work, if it is there more than one sheet,
Hmm.
all of them supposed to be in tablet form in the same column wise, then only it will pick, or
No. It is not same column. If you see sales, document date, customer,
you are
article.
having only one sheet. If it is there multiple sheet in that file.
Oh, okay, yeah, multiple sheet. For multiple sheet, you have to go with a blank query.
So in this format, we have to have each file supposed to have only one sheet.
Yes. Right.
Milanji, I
Yes.
want to extend his query. When you said we will have to go through blank query
Yes.
when there are multiple sheets.
Yes.
Now, if there are multiple sheets and multiple files, meaning thereby under one folder, there are 50 files, and under 50 files, there are n number of sheets.
Right.
So we want to perform both. We want
Hmm.
to take the data from multiple worksheets as well as from multiple files. So
Right.
can we perform both the operations through blank query?
No, for see, blank query gives only the sheet which is you have in a workbook.
Okay,
Then
what to do? What
because
to do if
source
multiple
is
files with multiple sheets?
okay.
Both things are there. Multiple files with multiple sheets.
So you can see you have to choose now. You have number of files more or number of sheets more. If you have number of sheets more, what you can do is you can have a blank query and then append all the tables, and then so for all workbook you have to append the tables, and then you can append all the merged tables into one. I hope it is clear.
Or I can say other way also. I mean, if there are say 10 files having 5 worksheets each.
Okay.
So if we convert those 10 files into 10 multiplied by 50 files, and every such file have one single sheet, if we can perform that, then thereafter the process will be simple. We can straightway, I mean, go under one folder, whatever files are there, those will be picked. We don't have to go through blank queries.
Right.
If we can do that, I mean, all the worksheets could be transferred to independent files.
Right. No, you have a valid question. Let me just go through that. Any M language has such. I mean, because these are interfaces. These in Power Query, we don't have to write any formula. These are all interfaces. This is called interface. I transform, I use as first row as header. Automatically the formula comes. And this next one is picking reference from the first one. You see removed errors, it says table dot remove rows. And it refers to the previous step, replaced errors. If I click here, this is the formula. It says change type. It is picking the previous step. Okay. So likewise, here these interfaces you will use, and this is simple to use interface. But when you write coding, when you write it, if I want to see what code I have written, I can see here. These are the codes I have written to perform those operations by using interface only. But here I can change also. If I want to change something here, I can change. So there are M language, in M language, one can write such a thing and combine all the sheets.
No, but point remains, what to do if there are 10 files having 5 sheets each. So what to do? I mean, whether we have to perform one by one blank query for 10 workbooks, and then we have to consolidate them.
Yeah, no, I need to check on that one. Let me just check, because I think it is possible. Why I'm saying, okay. Because when we say on 1 minute, when we say on edit, when we are choosing a workbook, see here, it is transform file. It is chosen a folder. So I need to check whether all the sheets having similar formats, and from similar formats, if I have similar other workbooks, then whether it will perform or not. I need to check. I will check and
no issue. Let's go ahead with your agenda, please.
So here I can put as many sheets as I want. If I want to choose this one, I have taken 2. I can refresh. It is 236 rows. I just say refresh. So from 236, it has become 292. So it will go on adding. Okay. So this was another one, and last one. I think we have only 15 minutes left now. The last one is this one. Okay, 1 minute. Not this one. Yeah. Yes. See, I'll just quickly show you what has been done here by me. See, I sent you the format. The format was like this. Let me just go to the format. I had sent a format. I am given data. I've just kept it so that, I thought that you guys also perform with me and do the practice. That is why. This one, I have data like this. So this is not a proper data. Okay. Now, what I wanted is, I wanted year in a separate column, month in a separate column, this actual in separate column, this in separate column, and if you see, this is nothing but total of these. So this is under productivity applications. These are the products which is falling. One here, these are the products falling. So I wanted that this should come in one row, in one column. This should appear as in one column and with these details. So what I did is, quickly I'll show you that what I have done. I have at present, I had kept only this data with me, then I have added 1 minute.
Milanji, can I stop you here?
Right.
If you go back to the data which you have shown, first we need to understand, under column B, you have written 2019, then June, then actual, then revenue. And then 2019 June actual profit.
Yeah.
Then
so it is
cash.
This is what
So that-
it is: revenue, profit, and cash. It is revenue,
Okay.
profit, and cash. Just this is a data. It's an information.
All
There
right.
is-
Okay.
there-
Now, what we want to do, how we want to bring it?
Yeah, which is the best thing. So I can say that I should have this productivity application. I should get in one column this, and then I should say that okay, all these should be under that. Okay, so here it is basically like this. It should appear like this, and then it should say my revenue is how much. I'll say my this should be 2019. I'm just giving one example. Okay, then I should have June month. So if I get a proper data, then or maybe then it is very easy for me to analyze. I can play with the data. So if I get something like this, and then this is my revenue. When I say this is my revenue, all revenue. Sorry. Yeah, this is my revenue only. All revenue for all these. If I get data like this, it becomes meaningful. You see, and I can play with the data.
Then 1 second. Next, revenue. Next, you have to take profit.
Yes.
And where will you put profit then?
Down. It will come profit down, and this data will appear, and it will come as June only. Yeah. So what I will do, I will take this data, and I'll say, now this is my profit, but this remains the same. This remains the same, and then it will come profit. I hope yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted, and see, this data is not proper data. So what I did, since we have just 10 minutes and wanted some questions also, I have prepared this Power Query.
I mean, in other words, we can say that unpivot type of data is there. This we want to create.
But it is not exactly unpivot. There are many things I have used here. So you see my steps. These are the steps which I have applied. This is I have taken from the source this data, and then I have transposed this table first, and then I promoted headers, and then I changed the type of all the columns. I renamed the headers here. I have unpivoted, and then I have again renamed, because if I do this, it will take more time. But this I can share the one which I have done it. So these are filtering done. I have reordered the columns, and I have added additional column. If you see step by step, you come to know here that I have transport this. I have promoted headers. So if you want to see, you can see that I have promoted all the headers here. These are the headers I have promoted. This is the change type. So column 1, I have changed it to numbers. Column 2, I have changed it to text, like that. I have renamed the columns. Column 1, I wrote it as year. Column 2, I have taken it as, if I go to left, column 1, I have changed it to year. I have taken column 2 as month, third as scenario, and others were same. All others were, and fourth one is KPI. Others, I already had it headers, so I did not change that. Next one, I unpivoted the columns. So it has given me this data in this manner. And then I renamed the columns again, because I wanted attribute as applications. So here I wanted app. So earlier name was attribute, but I changed it to applications. Then I added another column. I said wherever there is a division, if you see here, wherever you see this, let me show you here so you understand. I said wherever there is app column, it contains apps. Wherever it is showing apps, you take output from apps. Otherwise, you give me none. So when I wrote this, it gave me these details. And then I filled down, so that I wanted that, these all are falling under activity apps. Then I filtered the row. And so what I did then, in filtering, I said, wherever, in text filter, I said, wherever it does not, it is showing here, wherever it does not contain apps, then remove. You show other columns on other rows only, because that has already been picked here. And then I reordered the columns. That is, I shifted to in the beginning. I changed type. I merged two columns. I wanted this date together. So what I did this and this together, and I got this June 2019. I changed type to date, and then I replaced. There were some errors in KPI, so I replaced the error, and I got change type from value in number. There was a value. This one, I changed it to number, that is in decimals. And then I loaded. So I got this data. So this data, shabby data, has been now meaningful data. I can see all of them. If you see total here, it shows me total of 1 minute. It shows me total of 391,310. So if I take total of all these, if I take total of up to F, sorry, not F, G, I just copy, I paste here, just I'm cross-checking. Yeah. This is not in table. This is not there in table because my table is up to here. So I'm just checking. Now 1 minute, I need to refresh. Yeah. So now I'm checking what is the total. It is 2088079. So I'm checking whether my total is there, 2088079. Correct. So my data is correct. I have taken everything correctly. Now, what I am doing, I am adding more. I'm adding more columns in this. So I'm dragging this table and putting it here and refreshing. So the moment I did it, it will give me budget. Earlier budget was not there. Now budget has appeared here. Okay. And I want to check whether my total is correct or not. So again, I will check. I will take this data. So, Power Query can handle any shabby data. And you can transform it in a meaningful way. So my total is 3534210. Let me check. 3534210. It's correct. So this data is correct. Now I am adding some more rows. I have another product where only 2 are here. So my table is here. I'll just drag it and I'll check whether now all my total is correct or not. I'll refresh here. I'll check. It is 391,310, 391,310. And then I can convert this into a pivot table. And I can check here also that I want to know by division the totals are correct or not. So my values. So, logic, when you write the steps, you should know what you are doing. If you go and you write correct steps, you can convert any shabby data into a proper table and you can analyze it and it can be dynamic. If I want to see 378,900, I will use another tool of this one. I'll say new window. Okay. So I'm checking here. I have total 378,900. I have 378,900, correct. I have 1295 game applications, 1295 game applications. I have productivity 982,362. Yes, it is correct. Suppose I want to go further and I want to see the applications. Okay. I just changed the design. Okay, it is 29,900. Or further, I want to go with KPIs. So I put even KPIs. I remove this total. So I want to see for any particular product. Let me go to game application, cash profit and revenue. This should be the figures. 30,000, 7,000, 103. So I say arcade. So it is added both because no, 1 minute. Oh, I have not given. Yes, I have not given the 1 minute. We are checking this. I am checking cash first. 30,476. So this is my cash. So arcade is this one plus this one plus this one. 30,476, which is appearing here. 30,470. I hope it is clear. So such shabby data can also be transformed in pivot table, and we can automate this. Any questions? If you have, I can take up.
This blank query, I think it is working only in 365, if I'm not wrong.
No, it should work in other also because it's a formula.
But it is not coming. I tried it. It's
No,
showing
you
some
so
syntax
you have to
error.
respect. As I told you, you have to respect power query. The E should be capital, C should be capital, W should be capital, and you should put the parenthesis.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you have to respect power query. It is case sensitive. You cannot just write Excel. If E is small, it will not pick. If current workbook C is small, it will not pick. So again, I repeat, if you see the query, or let me just write down again and open the blank query so that you understand. When I say file, blank query, when I write is equal to, there is IntelliSense, which is giving you this, see, current.excel workbook. And you put parenthesis and then press enter. It is Excel.current workbook. Okay. So this is about Power Query. I know you can automate anything. You can save a lot of time. Once the steps are written, you need to just drag and drop the files. The files which you do not want, you can just rename it. So, there are so many things you can do in Power Query, and it saves a lot of time, because we do almost, when we receive any format from any program, the format is same. It is not going to change. And sometimes data is such that you cannot properly prepare the report. Why? Because you need to arrange the headers, remove the subtotals, remove the filters, So all such things Power Query can handle beautifully. And just on refresh, as I said here, if I want any other, I can put one more. If I want any other, so I'm saying direct apps. And I just give only one particular, so I say Xbox. Suppose I write Xbox and I write figures 2000, and then I just drag it up to here. And then I say it is sum of this. So I can choose all, and this is sum of this one, and okay. And then if I want to see here Xbox, I just refresh. And at the bottom, not bottom, but let me filter it. Sorry. It was written as direct app. So I will filter here as direct app. 1 minute. Why it has not come? It is not in table. No, it is in table. Just a moment. It should come. You see again, I made a mistake. I told you I have to respect. See what I have done. I have written capital, whereas in the format it should be this. So when I say apps, now it will come. When I say right click and refresh, definitely it is there now. So when I see at the bottom, see it has come. So Power Query is very case sensitive. You have to respect the case sensitivity. It's beautiful, you can combine, merge. You have to write only once these steps. Once it is done, there is no issue. You need to just refresh. As much data as you want, you can keep it in Power Query. Anyone having a question or not understood? Because I know even I have taken a lot of time to understand these things. So I can understand for the participants. But I have just taken some basic, and this is bit, on advanced level, because, this, I have how many? 1, 2, 3, and 4 headers I have. And I had to do it in such a way that I get meaningful report, Yes. Any questions? Because in limited time, whatever I could cover, I have covered. Whatever files I have sent to you has been resolved. I mean, I have solved all the queries.
So far, we have not received any question in the chat box as well, any hand raised by any members.
Yeah. Which is sad.
Yes, either they understood everything or either they have not understood everything.
Exactly. Because
No,
our query-
gentlemen, I would like to say something. The purpose of this seminar is not that we should get a idea of all that, whatever he has demonstrated. The purpose
Yes.
is, I mean, most of us might be attending Power Query session for the first time. Okay, when we attend for the first time, we need to have basic information. And at the same time, there's certain things like जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं ऐसा भी होता है, ये भी हो सकता है. So 2 part, one is this to understand basic things, and the second thing is ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है. अब वो कैसे करना है उन्होंने करके दिखाया, बट हमारे से आप पूछो कि आपने कैसे किया, आपको समझ में आ गया? तो नहीं समझ में आया, बट इतना जरूर पता लग गया ये भी होता है. So
Basically, we cannot
expected
understand
is-
in one way only. One
See,
session
Mr.
cannot be assessed to everything.
Yeah, Mr. Milan Kapadia, after lot of work, lot of hard work, he was able to demonstrate it.
Yes.
And he has demonstrated. I know him for the last, couple of years. Every Saturday we meet on Excel query session, and he's master of particularly this subject, Power Query. And whenever we have some problem related to that, we just look on him, and he has a solution to that. With that much hard work, he was able to demonstrate all this. So expecting us to understand on one day, it is not feasible. So in 2 ways, first is this, the basic information we could absorb, and the second thing is we could know that, okay, ये भी हो जाएगा, ये भी हो जाएगा. अच्छा, जब करने बैठेंगे तो पता होगा, हाँ ऐसा भी होता है. So that way we understood this. I mean, there not being any question doesn't mean कि सबको समझ में आ गया. नहीं, आ ही नहीं सकता सब कुछ, but idea हो गया, ऐसा भी होता.
Yeah, true. Because it need a lot of experience and practical working on that to understand
Certainly.
better. But
Certainly.
it is a idea in mind के what can we do,
हाँ.
what is possible.
उन्होंने सीखने के लिए गेट खोल दिया.
Yes, that's true.
जी.
That's the main idea of having seminar and webinars.
Yeah, I guess you all people are from Tanzania. I mean, is there anyone from India? I'm from India at present. Is there anyone who is from India?
नहीं सर, शायद सब यहीं से है.
मैं अकेला हूँ इंडिया से.
Indian in Tanzania. We all are Indian in Tanzania.
Chalo, good. I mean, I attended your study circle or whatever you name it for the first time, but I enjoyed. And Mr. Milan is master of this line. It was wonderful session. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Really.
Yes. No, so, I'm just requesting the participants that if they have such queries, you can give me dummy data. Once dummy data is given, you can use that as in your real data. You need to just, I'll show you what to do exactly. So you can save a lot of time by automation. And mainly I propose, as राकेश जी और हम लोग every Saturday query session में बताते हैं कि please use Office 365. उसमें इतने सारे अच्छे अच्छे फंक्शंस हैं कि आपका बहुत सारा टाइम वो सेव कर सकते हैं. इतने सारे फंक्शंस हैं. Those who are specially doing this using Excel, बहुत अच्छे फंक्शंस हैं. उसमें आपका इतना टाइम बच जाता है कि मैं क्या बताऊं.
Okay, so let me say something from India to all the members who have joined through, from Tanzania. So we have been meeting on Zoom call every Saturday as per Indian Standard Time from 8 to 9. And during that query session, we take up live queries. And through your local representative, Mr. Milan Kapadia, you can put your queries, whatever type of queries are there, you can put related to Excel, and he will take it in the query session. You may join, or he will further give you the solution. We take up all such queries online.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
please
Definitely,
go
sir.
ahead.
Definitely, sir. जो राकेश जी ने बताया, we are waiting कि कभी यहाँ पे 5:30 बजे और हम वो query session join करें, because even I have learned lot of things from Mr. Rakesh Arora, CA Rakesh Arora ji. बहुत, even he is master in his formulas.
But definitely not in query, not
Yes,
in Power Query.
right, sir.
Everybody have their own expertise.
Yeah. So I request members, as I said, to save time, what you can do, you can give me your dummy data. I'll perform the steps on dummy data and make the proper report the way you want. So what you're supposed to give me your data, give me what report you are expecting, and then I will write steps in Power Query and I'll send it to you and I'll tell you exactly how to use it. So that will save a lot of time.
Yes, Milinji, the little bit different of this using different Excel version also, it also create a little bit up down.
हाँ, मैं इसीलिए बता रहा हूँ ना कि Office 365 is costing 5,000 rupees, और आप 6,000 पकड़ लो, 6,000 rupees and 6 people can use it. So every, आप इतना तो मतलब मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि Office 365 वो इतनी बढ़िया है कि आप 1,000 rupees के आप कितना टाइम बचा लोगे उसका कोई हिसाब ही नहीं है. राकेश जी, ठीक कह रहा हूं मैं?
बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं. And beside that, in Office 365, we have one index of all query session where we handle different type of queries. If you have Office 365, you download that index file and search out query. Put just keyword and search out the query and click on the button. You will straightway it will take you to the recording of that query, and you can know the answer of that. You can see the solution. All those recordings are available and index file is there. That index will work only on Office 365. It's a wonderful, amazingly advanced thing. And I should say Excel has improved many folds, at least 20 times better through this Office 365 or Microsoft 365.
So, just we have to spend 1,000. हम लोग ऐसा भी करते हैं कि there are 6 people who want to use 365. So they come together, they contribute 1,000 rupees, so they can use for 1 year. But the usage is immense and it is so much time saving that I can't tell you. You can generate lakhs of rupees by using just that 365. Lakhs. Just imagine, I'm saying 100 times. If you can save your time by using 365, it's immense. I'm telling you. Those who are using Excel, for those only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have actually this 365 license through corporate.
right. बिनू जी आपका म्यूट, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रही है, म्यूट है। नहीं अभी, हाँ नहीं, वी कांट हियर यू, सॉरी, वी कांट हियर यू। नहीं अभी म्यूट है आपका। हाँ अभी बोलो कुछ। नहीं, कांट हियर यू।
आपका मीजी अनम्यूट तो हो गया, लेकिन माइक कहीं दूर है क्या? आपने कनेक्ट कर रखा माइक, क्या कर रखा है?
So
Voice is not coming.
I request all the participants, they should start using Office 365, so that you can save a lot of time in your work, lot of time. And हार्ड वर्क तो हर कोई करता है, हमें अभी स्मार्ट वर्क जो करता है वो देखना है कि उसकी वैल्यू ज्यादा होती है।
Yes. In today time, smart work is more important than hard work.
Exactly. So there are many techniques. I have just shown you, it is a glimpse. Even Power Query is an ocean. हाँ, yes. अभी आवाज आ रही है बीनू जी?
Okay. So I think it's thank you so much, Milinji, for the
Yes.
wonderful information. Thank you for so much. Dharmender ji, if you can take it up for the present the certificate of position and also announce the winners of the last international conference, then it will be, we can.
Yes.
come to conclusion.
Vinuji, can you give me this course so I can share the screen for announce the winner?
Yeah. So can you just, okay. You want to first now announce them?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I for before going to thank you to
Done.
Mr. Milind, I want to announce the winner.
Please.
इधर तो मेरा नाम दिख रहा है।
Sir, आपका नाम छिपा दिया.
Full screen कर दीजिए.
Yes. I'm just.
Congratulations.
So we have first winner from our 6th international conference leaderboards, Mr. Naresh Babu.
Congratulations,
He
Mr.
got
Naresh.
Soppers voucher for 50,000 shilling. They can use up to end of this year. And we have second winner, Umihava Abyss.
Congratulations.
They got Desi Bistro food voucher. Congratulations. And we have our third winner, Ms. Chandni Asar. Many congrats.
Wow. Congratulations.
Also, and she got this 50K Soppers voucher. And we have another, our winner, John Nedotiko. He get
Congratulations.
this gift voucher for Happening Place. Many congrats. And now we are announcing our first and last winner for this event, Mr. Sukhpreet Singh.
Congratulations.
Many congrats, Mr. Sukhpreet. You got 100,000 shilling gift voucher for Shoppers Supermarket.
Very good, wonderful. Yeah.
Good.
Now, I can just a minute. I thank you to Mr. Milind for a wonderful session. I happy to present. Just a minute. Here is my.
Make a room.
Yes. the certificate of appreciation for sharing wonderful knowledge on during this our session on the topic of Power Query.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's really helpful for all the members in data analyze as per requirement and time saving. It is help everyone in daily work life. I trust
Definitely.
all members got benefited with it, and we hope we will have more session on different topic to enrich the members' knowledge. Thank you so much, Mr. Milind, on behalf of ICI in Tanzania. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Anytime.
So thank you once again, Milinji, for this our in-house Excel group. Thank you for this wonderful session. It has been wonderful too. And then, since you are also the one who is doing the last CPD event of the year.
Yes.
So wishing you all a very happy New Year 2022. Thank you so much, and a very good night. Thank you.
Okay.
all of
Thank you. Same to you. All of you. Happy New Year in advance. Since this is the last seminar of ICI chapter, Dar es Salaam chapter. Good night, everyone. I hope
Thank you.
all of you will use this, since as Mr. Arora ji said that at least pata laga ki aisa bhi ho sakta hai.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. Right. Okay then.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you so
night.
much.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.
And we
Thanks,
just want
everyone.
to say one thing, that we will share this vouchers on the email ID of the winner. I will send through the email ID so they can use that in the soft copy also. Thank you.